just God. Cause I love God. You love God. What's wrong with you? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Beck, and if you're new, welcome to YouTube. So basically, I'm just gonna talk to y'all about my experience in this social media cleanse or fast or detox, however you want to call it, and how I did it, why I did it, and what I learned from it. I guess you could say I fasted from social media for 30 days, and here's what happened. Right when the pandemic really picked up in the States, in the United States, like when it really picked up and people were like, oh, like, this is a pandemic. We in a pandemic. You know what I mean? Like, it's a pandemic. 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 So that's when I started to do it, like when schools closed and everybody got sent home from campus and all that other stuff. November 2020 to December 2020, so around Thanksgiving to around Christmas, give or take a few days. I know it was definitely 3 weeks for sure, and it might have been a little bit longer. So when I say 30 days, it was give or take a day or two. So take it with a grain of salt, take it how you will. Let's start with how I did it, because that's the easiest way to start. So how I did it, and forgive me y'all, it's like 10 o'clock at night. This is an impromptu video. I don't have any notes. I'm going straight off the dome, okay? So relax. You feel me? So how I did it, I deleted all my social media apps off my phone. So that was Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I deleted them off my phone. I didn't just hide them from myself on the home screen. That if I wanted to access them, I would have had to do the most, like go on a laptop or like log in on Safari and all of that. I decided to go on this fast for several reasons. First and foremost, I was very discontent, or unsatisfied is probably the better word, with where my life was at in that current moment. And I understand the pandemic was horrible for everyone, and I'm not some extraordinary case by any means. And I saw myself regressing in terms of my happiness, and I didn't really like that, because where I was at was not where I was trying to go back to, and I don't think I would ever wish that on anybody. I would never wish that on anybody. I wouldn't want to go back there, anything. So to see myself regressing, I was like, hold up, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. However, in my circumstances in that moment, I felt very clouded, and that I couldn't see the good in anything. And I was very much comparing myself to other people and what they had, what they were doing with their lives, how things were moving. And people will post things like, you know, just landed a 70K salary job in the middle of a pandemic, thank you God, and you know, all this type of stuff, which is great for them, and you know, clap for everybody, give them their flowers. And I would clap for people, and it would be clapping, but I was still sour. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I would clap because I would be happy for them, but on the inside of me, it was kind of like, I'm happy for you, but why not me? You get what I'm saying? And I would like question God, like, okay, why not me though? Not that there's anything wrong for them getting it, and I'm happy they got it, but why don't I have this? And why is this not like this? And why is this not, I did my vision board and I wrote my scriptures down and I prayed over it and I asked you for this, so why is it not happening? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where I was at. And I felt like I had nothing. Even though I did complete an internship before, and I did receive a job offer literally the month before that, in October. It was like I had blinders on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't see the things around me that I already had, that I had prayed for and all this stuff. I couldn't see it because I was looking at what everybody else had, and I was like, well, I don't have that. You see what I'm saying? And I also had just watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It is crazy. Like, it'll make you want to delete everything and like just not leave any technological footprint. And it's kind of crazy to watch. And after watching that, I went and I looked at my screen time on my iPhone, which is in your settings app. And I'm a little embarrassed, very embarrassing. But my screen time was over 8 hours a day. It was like in double digits. And then out of those double digits, at least half of that time was on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter. Like, baby, what what? So 1/4 of your day, your entire day is on your phone over 6 hours. Chill. Like, that's OD. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, so I decided to do the fast for those reasons, um, for my mental, to tap into my spirituality, my faith, and to stop wasting my time. Those are my three main reasons why I decided to do it. Anytime I had the itch or the urge to like scroll, I would replace it with something else, like, all right, go outside and walk, or go talk to my parents, or talk to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, connect with friends and like really connect with them in real time, in real life, or just tap into things that I used to like doing that I stopped doing for a while, like listening to music. I started curating a whole bunch of different playlists for different moods and getting into the different genres of music that I used to love, but I stopped for different reasons and stuff like that. And because Twitter, social media said like, oh, if you listen to this and you're black, then you're not really black, like a whole bunch of stuff, right? Just getting back into stuff that I liked, not what social media told me to like, not what the shade room or anybody else said was cool or poppin' or commented or whatever, right? Just getting back to what I knew, what I liked for myself. And that's what I did during the times where I had the itch to scroll. I also got into YouTube a lot more. I started watching a whole bunch of different lifestyle vloggers, people that made me laugh, like things I thought was funny, not things that I thought other people would think were funny that I could share and repost, things that I literally genuinely thought were funny to me. I started learning new things about myself, and relearning old things that I knew but I had lost, passions that I had, and just really learning myself and learning to like being alone with myself again, and just all of that. And what I learned during my fast, now we're moving into the third part, what I learned was that I have a lot more time than I think I do. Like, I used to hate when I would see people post like, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, let's get to the bread, we all got the same 24 hours, and it'd be like Diddy posting it, like, Diddy, like, it would blow my mind, because it's like, bro, yeah, we got the same 24 hours, but you got that 24 hours with the 24 mil in your account, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, it would blow mine, but like, we really all do have 24 hours. It might not be the same 24 hours with the same set of circumstances, but we all have 24 hours to do what we love, tap into our passions, you know, all of those things. You know, obviously being mindful of the circumstances that you're in, the part of the world that you're in, and all of those things, obviously. And I also learned that I use social media as a distraction on purpose. Because a lot of people say, you know, social media is a distraction that's unintentional, but I was definitely using it on purpose because there were things that, like I said, I had some mental health things I was dealing with. I had school things, relationships I had to repair, a whole bunch of soul work, like things I had to do. And it was overwhelming to me. Instead of facing it head on, I would get in bed and just scroll, because scrolling was easier. You know what I mean? It was just easier. And it gave me a second to not think about it, even though I was still thinking about it in the back of my mind. And it was just, what's that word? I was definitely self-sabotaging. And I was fully aware of the fact that I was self-sabotaging. I also learned that I had more time than I thought I did, that I was using social media as a crutch on purpose. And I learned more about who I was outside of what other people thought of me. I learned a lot more about myself in terms of my faith, where I could grow, where I already have grown. Being fully transparent, I'm not like the perfect Christian by any means. I don't read my Bible every day, even though I know that I should. Like, all of those things, it's not perfect. I'm just more aware. You get what I'm saying? Like, all in all, overall, this has made me more aware of things. Currently, a year out, give or take a few months, a year out from that fast, I am going to do another one because I feel myself kind of falling back into old habits. After my fast, I set a time limit for my Instagram and Twitter. I would give myself an hour and a half every day to scroll, to laugh and post and reshare. Like, that was my time, an hour and a half. And then my app would close and it would be like, your time limit for the day is up. But it also gives you the option to ignore the time limit, which I kind of wish the iPhone didn't do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand why they give you the option, but I kind of wish they didn't. And I would, like, recently in the past month or so, I saw myself ignore time limit. 1 more minute, 15 minutes, ignore for the whole day. Like, just cause. And I don't want to become, like, idle and just back in that same motion of just wasting all my time. So yeah, I definitely decided to do that again, and that's just where I'm at. So yeah, I fasted for about 30 days from social media, and that is what happened. I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there in the internet universe. If you have any questions, you can comment them down below, and I will definitely answer them as best as I can. If you have any other suggestions for, social media and being mindful, leave those in the comments. Let's chat, let's have a discussion, all the good things. And yeah, thank you all so much for clicking on this, watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I never know how to end these things, Chad.